Good morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching JanataTelevision and this is English Bulletin with me, it's Abhatrai. The top stories first. Internal dispute of NCP likely to worsen. Secretariat meeting unable to resolve crisis as Prime Minister Oli remains absent. Government unveils a new foreign policy, gives continuity to Nepal's non-alignment movement. Daily infection of coronavirus declining across the country. Active cases dropped to 13,000. Mystery illness in India leaves 140 in hospital. Opposition party calls for an inquiry. And Arsenal thrashed by Spurs in North London derby. Home win for Liverpool as fans return to Anfield. And now the news in detail. The internal rift within the ruling Nepal Communist Party is expected to further widen after the Secretariat meeting failed to resolve contentious issues. A meeting of the party Secretariat called for yesterday ended inconclusively. Another meeting has been scheduled for coming Sunday on December 13. Yesterday's meeting was supposed to discuss the reports presented by Chairman duo KP Sharma Oli and Pushpa Kamal Dahal. However, the meeting was unable to resolve the long-standing problems of the party as Prime Minister Oli remained absent. Deputy Prime Minister Ishwar Pokhrel had conveyed Prime Minister Oli's message at the meeting. In his message, Prime Minister Oli urged the leaders to make arrangements for safe landing. After Prime Minister Oli did not show up at the meeting, Executive Chairman Dahal led the meeting forward. Pushpa Kamal Dahal expressed his views regarding the problems faced by the party, while some other leaders lashed at the working style of the chairman duo. However, the meeting failed to reach to a conclusion. The Secretariat meeting of NCP has been deferred time and again. The clash of egos of the two chairmen has even led to deferral of other vital meetings. The government has made public the country's integrated foreign policy. Foreign Minister Pradeep Gyawali unveiled Nepal's foreign policy 2077-2020 amid a press meet held at Ministry of Foreign Affairs yesterday. Speaking at the function, Foreign Minister Gyawali said that Nepal has adopted a policy to recognize all countries as friendly nations. Minister Gyawali said that Nepal will not consider any country as enemy state. Minister Gyawali also clarified that the government will have a balanced approach towards any country and will not lean towards any particular country or ignore others. The new foreign policy, which according to the government is independent and balanced, strives for mutual benefits and is based on respecting each other. The foreign policy has also included topics to protect the rights of Nepali nationals working in foreign countries, informed Minister Gyawali. The Foreign Minister also added that the new foreign policy has given continuity to Nepal's non-alignment movement, which the country has been following since a long time. The government yesterday confirmed 1,096 new cases of coronavirus across the country. Following the latest round of tests, the total cases of coronavirus in the country has climbed to 240,981, while the number of active cases has dropped to 13,582. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, altogether 225,805 infected persons have recovered from the disease in the country so far. The death toll from coronavirus has climbed to 1,594 across the country, with the confirmation of 17 new fatalities yesterday. Nepal is currently among the top 38 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The US tops the list with 15.15 million cases, followed by India with 9.6 million cases. Kathmandu Metropolis has prepared the textbook of Nepal Bhasa, Newari language, to be taught at both community and private schools. The Metropolis has decided to include a mandatory textbook of Newari language from grade 1st to grade 8 at both community and private schools. The course has been developed as provided by the Constitution of Nepal, Kathmandu Metropolis informed. This textbook will be taught in all public and private schools within the metropolis, informed head of Kathmandu Metropolis Education Department Nawaraj Thakal. The textbook includes knowledge about festivals, culture, traditions, skills, businesses, moral education, a geographical and natural component, health and sanitation, lifestyle and language exclusive to the valley. There are currently 92 community schools and 640 private schools within the metropolis. And now the news from Economic Front. Minister for Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation Yogesh Bhattrai has directed the project chief and Chinese contractor company Northwest to complete the remaining works of Gautam Buddha International Airport within 25 days. Minister Bhattrai directed the contractor company and the project chief to finish all remaining works of the National Pride project within the next 25 days. Gautam Buddha International Airport, upon completion, will serve as an important national infrastructure in the near future, Minister Bhattrai opined, stating that some works had to be halted due to the coronavirus pandemic. Minister Bhattrai affirmed some skilled foreign experts have been contacted to install the necessary equipments vital for the completion of the airport. Project Chief Pravesh Adhikari informed that 92% of the work has been completed and rest of the work can only be completed after the foreign experts arrive. Civil works have continued even during the lockdown, Adhikari added. Welcome back, and now the international news. An unidentified disease in India has left more than 140 people hospitalized in Andhra Pradesh state of India. According to the BBC, officials in India are investigating the cause of the unidentified illness, which led to people being admitted to hospital over the weekend. The Indian Express cited a medical officer at Iluru Government Hospital as saying that the people who felt sick suddenly started vomiting after complaining of burning eyes. Some of them fainted or suffered bouts of seizures. Many of those taken to the hospital recovered and were quickly discharged. The illness comes as India continues to battle the coronavirus pandemic. Local media said the patients had taken coronavirus tests, all of which were negative. Andhra Pradesh Health Minister Allakali Krishna Srinivas said that blood samples did not find any evidence of a valid infection. However, the government's opposition Telugu Desam Party has called for an inquiry into the incident, insisting that contamination was the cause of the mystery illness. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. English captain Harry Kane and Son Heung-min's partnership proved lethal yet again as they dismissed Arsenal 2-0 yesterday night. Jose Mourinho's side have now climbed to the top of the Premier League table, grabbing important 3 points in North London. Son and Kane were Spurs' heroes once again as their first half goals helped secure a win over arch-rivals Arsenal over 2,000 fans. Son curled in a delicious opener after being assisted by Kane for the 8th time in the Premier League this season, before returning the favour as Kane, just before the half-time, slammed in the second to become the top scorer in North London derby history with his 11th strike against the Gunners. Similarly, Liverpool fans were more than thrilled to witness a 4-0 victory against Wolverhampton United live at Anfield for the first time since March. It was Mohamed Salah that gave Liverpool the lead in the first half. Jorginho Wijnaldum, Joe Matip and Nelson Semedo all scored to help Liverpool secure the second spot at the Premier League table. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin and the headlines once again. Internal dispute of NCP likely to worsen. Secretariat meeting unable to resolve crisis as Prime Minister Oli remains absent. Government unveils new foreign policy, gives continuity to Nepal's non-alignment movement. Daily infection of coronavirus declining across the country. Active cases dropped to 13,000. Mystery illness in India leaves 140 in hospital. Opposition party calls for an inquiry. And Arsenal thrashed by Spurs in North London derby. Home win for Liverpool as fans return to Anfield. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.